Last year, Crunchyroll partnered up with WEBTOONS, making it very exciting for the anime fans. Recently, Tower of God Season 1 completed, and most surprisingly, the God of High School's anime adaptation happened. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to talk about the God of High School that was recently released. If you don't want to miss out on any future videos, make sure to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. So without further ado, let's get started. I was super excited to see the first episode of the God of High School. Like, sure, I've been reading the webtoon, but to see the action in real time, I gotta say, it was a whole other level. The webtoon was created by 𝐒𝐻𝐸𝐵𝐭, and the anime made its Crunchyroll debut recently. In the live event, they showed the first 5 minutes of episode 1, and it was stunning. Like, sure, I wasn't expecting much from the anime, but guys, it's brilliant. The animation, the fighting scenes, the storyline, you heard it right. Everything lives up to its hype. The animation studio behind the scenes is MAPPA, so therefore, the fighting scenes are gonna be something you won't find in your everyday anime. Okay, so the story takes place in Korea, where Jin Mori, the main character, along with his friends, are competing in a martial arts tournament. God of High School is a no-rule and all-out martial arts tournament for all of the high schools. Students from all over the country are taking part in this tournament, and everyone is joining it to win. Now let's talk about the review of the recently launched first episode. Now there's a lot to talk about with this anime, but we're going to be focusing towards the first episode that was recently released. The protagonist, Jin Mori, lives on his own from a very young age. The first episode starts with Jin running late for the tournament, and he has to reach the God of High School as soon as possible. On his way, he encounters a purse snatcher and decides to help out the grandma whose purse had been stolen by a biker thief. Surprisingly, he catches the thief, and in the midst of the purse snatcher pursuit, he meets two other main characters, Youmira and Han-Da-wei. Both are on their way to the tournament as well. The anime was bold enough to make us wait after dropping the first episode out of nowhere. I've seen people loving it and wanting more episodes. But as the anime is a traditional length, 1 episode per week is the limit. Thankfully, they did an excellent job at their starting point. It's rather hard to introduce the storyline and characters both in the first episode. However, they bypassed this by splitting the episode in 2, and wow, their storytelling game is strong as hell. So let's be sensible and start with the first part. In the first half, the storyline is designed in such a way that we are introduced to the main trio in a beautiful way. No extended backstories or huge amount of time to introduce the characters. In the midst of you watching the episode, you're introduced to the anime storyline itself, and this was done great by adding the purse snatching incident. We saw personality and powers of all 3 characters in a single incident, so big thumbs up for that. Okay, so the second half focuses on the tournament without making the intro or the story long. It wasn't rushed and it wasn't delayed, it's the perfect spot for a storyline. We see some interesting concepts and the fight starts. I'd like to talk about the animation too. While the animation and fight scenes are top notch, I found something slightly annoying. For some strange reason, they decided to keep the character's face or ears red. And it's a rather weird choice for the anime, but it makes sense that the drawing in webtoon was the same. However, such a puny aspect isn't enough to bring down the level of hype that this anime has created everywhere. Now, we can't finish the video without talking about the song choices for God of High School. The opening and closing song is named Contradiction, and the opening is such a hyped song coupled with the neon fight scenes that are just so eye-catching, it's amazing. And then on the other hand, it's like a traditional anime. The ending song is rather soothing and calming. Overall, I'll give the first episode 5 out of 5. Like, everything's on point. The storyline, characters, animation, like, it's beautiful. And the anime is a prime example of why Crunchyroll chose partnership with WEBTOONS. Like, this is the starting of a new era, basically. They'll release a new episode every Monday, so make sure not to miss out on the hype. And well, that's it for the review. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on future videos. And without further ado, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.